I'm Catherine Corvelec, headmaster of the school, and for me it's very important for children and students to have English in their language, to be able to travel, of course, but to be able to make business with everybody in the world. Now English is not only a language, stranger language like we have when we were students ourselves.
It can be very important for me because I had to use English almost all the time in my future job because I want to work on computers, so English is pretty important.
We have to really open ourselves to the world, and English is quite good because it's spoken in a lot of countries, and now we need to speak to people and to learn about them and about other countries, and that's why I think that English is important.
It's important to be open to other humans.
I don't know. It's a good question.
It's a pretty language.
I like English because it's very important to communicate with English people.
It's very great and
The most interesting language in the world, and it's very important in our society.
It's the most famous language in the world.
because it's really interesting and I like to speak English.
Because I think it's a very nice language to speak and it's very useful for life.
Because I love speaking English, and I don't know, I think it's something very important for the future.
I like to practice English because I think it's important for the future, and I like American culture.
I love English because it can help me to find a job.
English is important for world communication today. We are living in a globalized world, and English is becoming a language everywhere, so I think that it's quite important to study, to improve the skills of students, pupils regarding English, and everything in English is interesting. You can read literature, look at some series on TV.
It's one of the most spoken language in the world. It has a really good sound.
Because I like speaking English and listening. I think it's a great...
Right, because I think it's important for the future.
I like the English countries. I like speaking in English because it's language, very important.
It permits to enriches our culture.
It's an amazing language with a lot of expressions and
I really love English because I think it's the future.
You can watch the TV shows you like in
I like English because I feel this is essential to communicate with other people, and it's nice. The language is nice. The sound is nice.
Because I want to go to live in another country.
I think it's interesting because it's an opening to the world, to improve my comprehension to the world.
Why should you learn English? Nowadays we live in a globalized world, and English is one of the most widely spoken languages. So English will open up more opportunities for you, studies, jobs, culture, events, digital and more. So face the challenge, speak English.